Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. And yes, this is another lesson in insanity. Now, where we're at on our map today is located in Fort Drum, New York. And the reason I've steered the map towards Fort Drum, New York is it's home to the United States, the ununited States, 10th Mountain Division. Let me say that again, the 10th Mountain Division. This is a division, 15,000 troops plus, designed around operating in mountainous terrain. Now, the reason I have pointed this division out and its capabilities is that this division could have been deployed to assist folks suffering from the hurricane impact in the Western Carolinas, Eastern Tennessee. To our knowledge right now, this division has not been deployed. Yes, it has an extensive capability in operating in mountainous terrain and is purposely built to operate in the terrain that exists in Western Carolina and Eastern Tennessee. It's not being used. Now, additionally, we were able to obtain a FEMA meeting in which the FEMA executives are talking about how they are going to utilize the ideology of equity and inclusion in disaster relief. And I got to tell you, this is just insane. But this is the ideology that has taken over many federal agencies. And again, I talked about this before. This started with Barack Obama. And it's centered around the career employee in many federal agencies. So let's jump into this little excerpt where you can hear exactly what I'm talking about. So it's a group of
LGBTQIA people and people who have been disadvantaged already are struggling. They already have their own things to deal with. So you add a disaster on top of that, it's just compounding on itself.
You know, the shift that we're seeing right now is a shift in emergency management from utilitarian principles where everything is designed for the greatest good for the greatest amount of people to disaster equity.
Well, there you have it. Disaster equity. Disaster equity. The movement away from a strategy of doing what was good for the most people to disaster equity. And then obviously the other FEMA representative was talking about the LGBTQ plus minus arrow sign. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's insane. And that is what is happening right now with a lot of these government agencies. And then compounding this is the fact that the Carolinas are red states. Tennessee, Eastern Tennessee, Western Carolina, hardcore red states, conservative. It's the Bible Belt. Now I have to ask if this disaster had befallen California, New York, Pennsylvania, would we see the deployment of this mountain division? Would this mountain division have already been deployed into one of those states, into one of those blue states or battleground states? It's a question you have to ask. Right now, the federal response that has occurred in Western North Carolina has been anemic at best. at best. And some of the information that is filtering out of the Carolinas would indicate that it almost seems as if FEMA and some of these other federal agencies have been told to stand down, do not assist. Now, in the age of turning federal law enforcement, state law enforcement agencies against your political opponents, would it be outside the realm of possibility for this left-wing government, this unitary one-party state, to order a stand-down of assistance on these for these deep red states that have been devastated by this hurricane? I don't know. Feel free to comment in the comment section. Let's hear what you have to say. More to come as we continue to cover this. I thought it was important to cover, and as we get more information, we will share with you. As always, thanks for joining us. Have a good day.